What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Daniel's Stock Bites. Here on this channel we do quick 2 to 5 minute videos on high growth tech stocks. If you're interested in this, subscribe and hit the notification bell for new videos. In today's video, we're talking about 5 high growth tech stocks that I'm watching in the month of November. First off, we have the company Square. Square is my favorite fintech stock because they have created a sticky financial ecosystem for consumers and merchants. So here on Square's website, you can see their merchant solutions, which include e-commerce as well as iPad sales, and they have a little pay terminal that you can use. For the consumer side, they have Cash App, which allows people to use this as like a bank account, make payments through like a credit card or debit card that they have, as well as send and receive payments to other friends on the platform. If we look at Square's major competitors, PayPal is the largest competitor in my opinion. However, looking at PayPal's website, they're a little bit chunky. I think the design of PayPal's website is a little bit boomerish compared to Square's. Square is really targeting millennials. And for Square, targeting millennials means that these people have longer to live and they're going to stay on Square's platform. And as their wealth grows, then Square's business also grows. If we look at Square's charts, I did cover Square in a previous video, and if you want to check that out, I will have links in the description. But I said Square is approaching a buy point. And on Friday, Square took a tumble just like the rest of the market. And we can see that they dropped below their 50-day moving average here. I think that if it drops to its 100-day moving average, then it really presents a great buy point. And if I didn't have a position in Square, this is personally where I would be looking to start a position. For me, I will be probably adding to Square if it drops down to the 150 and below that, because I love Square as a company and think they have a great future in terms of the technology offering. The next stock here is Amazon, and we don't need to have an introduction to Amazon and what they do. I'm sure that you've all shopped on Amazon before. And personally, I think that Amazon could drop a little bit more, probably down to the $2,700 level, because Amazon typically trades at a premium compared to its other FANG counterparts. But Amazon is a profit machine with its AWS, and I think that more profits will be unlocked as transportation continues to be revolutionized. We can see that with autonomous driving, drone delivery, as well as electric vehicles. These are all things that will help with Amazon's gross margins. In addition to this, their yearly Prime subscription is really what makes their platform sticky, because people who pay for their Prime membership, they naturally will shop on Amazon in order to get value out of their Prime membership. The next stock on this list is FSLY. And what FSLY does is they help with content delivery and they give a powerful edge to their customers. And the powerful edge that they provide is quicker website loading. So if we go to the site and just click on their pages, we can see it's very fast and snappy. And going to other websites that are a bit more older or for more established companies like banks, their websites tend to be a little bit slower. And when websites are slower, we as consumers tend to leave those websites a lot quicker compared to websites that deliver content very quickly. For example, how often have you clicked off a video that loaded very slowly on YouTube or a website that loaded an article very slowly? In their latest quarter, FSLY took a tumble because they had some customer-specific challenges. And this is with their customer TikTok, which made up around 12% of the revenue. If you guys have been watching the news, you'll know that Trump and TikTok had some sort of debacle, and ultimately TikTok decided to limit their spending on services for the US segment, and FSLY was greatly impacted. So you can see if we look at FSLY's charts, the stock continued to tank. On October 15th, FSLY released the revenues early, which shocked investors, and the stock continued to sell off even till today. I think that with FSLY will probably continue to sell off next week, just with the overall market selling off, and we could probably see it drop down to the $50 to $55 level. If it drops to its 200-day moving average at $55 per share, this is where I will continue adding to my FSLY position. I think that FSLY going forward has a lot of value to provide to its customers and will continue to grow its customer base, because who doesn't want faster websites or faster content delivery? Just note that they're not the only players in this space, and there still is risk going forward for the stock, but FSLY has seemed to show that they have superior technology compared to other people, seeing how quickly they've grown. The next stock on this list here is a customer of FSLY's, which is Shopify. Shopify allows people to set up a business online and begin selling within days. The stock is always trading at a premium because of how bullish people are on the whole e-commerce revolution, and Shopify is at the helm of this. Currently, they have a PS ratio of 45.77 and a market capitalization of $112 billion. This is the most expensive company that is above $100 billion because Tesla doesn't even come close to this. Their PS ratio is 13 if we look at that. So Shopify always trades at a premium, and I think that if they drop to around $700 per share, this is probably where I will be continuing to add to my position. I think that Shopify has a lot of tailwinds in its favor, especially with everyone moving online, and they're also building out their own delivery network that will match Amazon's. So we could see a lot of companies, and especially established brands, move over to Shopify completely, because Shopify allows stores to express their brand to their customers, and ultimately in sales and retail, branding is very important in drawing in the right customers. Amazon is a place to go if you're worried about price, and there you can see all the products and compare all the things that are made from China and see which one has the best price and buy that. The last stock on this list is Teladoc. And I covered Teladoc before, but basically what Teladoc is they play in the telemedicine space, allowing people to access health services digitally. For example, you can book doctor's appointments through their platforms or track healthcare metrics and have your practitioner see that on their end. Teladoc right now is a defensive stock as to what's going on in the world. With the whole pandemic, people don't want to leave their house, and Teladoc allows them to still access healthcare from the comfort of their own home. On top of this, I think going forward, Teladoc should actually be the first step of triage in the whole medical process, because booking any sort of health appointment is a disruption to your day, and if you can take that healthcare appointment from your phone, then it is a lot less disruptive to any person's working day. Right now, telemedicine is seeing huge mass adoption just because of the whole pandemic, and it may slow down after the whole pandemic's over, but I think that people are going to be used to telemedicine and just digital health platforms, and they will continue using them just because of how convenient it is. If we look at Teladoc's stock chart, we can see that they dropped below the 100-day moving average, and for the past year, we haven't seen Teladoc really drop below its 100-day moving average at all. And with all the tailwinds that Teladoc has, and is trading below its 100-day moving average, this may be a point for me to actually start a position in Teladoc. I think that if it hits its 200-day moving average, this is where the stock really becomes juicy, and I will be buying in heavily to the stock. So those are the 5 stocks that I have for you guys for the month of November. If you want to check out my channel and see the Square video, Teladoc video, or FSLY video, go to my channel page, or they're going to be up here on the screen. I'll see you over there if you're clicking on those. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next one.